right, hello walleyes. I'm Lynn with Migraine Insight. And America spends about $78 billion a year on migraines. For every 1,000 employees a large employer has, that's $84,000 a year that they spend on migraine-related costs. For a big company like our Minnesota's beloved Target, that's about $29 million a year lost to migraines. And migraines are a devastating illness. The suicide rate is 9 times higher for people who don't have their migraines symptoms under control. And with migraines, patients spend years sitting in appointments with doctors trying to remember information on the spot about what's happened between appointments months ago or sometimes years ago with very little written information to go on. The standard protocol right now is to track on paper. Migraine Insight is a patient toolkit that's differentiated in the market because we help people gather information between appointments. We analyze it and we summarize it to help people work better with their care team. We launched last year. We quickly rose to the number 2 spot on the iPhone store for migraines. We now have 20,000 users. We have done no advertising. We're growing at about 1,000 users per month right now, simply word of mouth. We listen to our users, and they're already telling us that they want this for other conditions. It turns out a patient toolkit that helps improve appointments works really well for other conditions where people struggle for years to keep episodes under control. This includes fibromyalgia, gastrointestinal illnesses, diabetes. Those are the conditions we're going to next. I'm a technical engineer. I've worked for over 10 years as a user experience person, like really honing apps and getting them working really well for users. I created this app to solve my own problem I was having with migraines. My technical team has a proven track record with many successful healthcare app launches. Our business plan is selling into corporate wellness programs, and our business model takes us to $5 million in 2 years and 22 in 4 years. Thank you. So we're actively looking for a partner for a clinical trial, applying for an SBIR grant in order to really prove out the effectiveness of this with patients. We do have data collected from 20,000 users. So corporate wellness strategy, we have a new version coming out, and like I said, extending on to other conditions. Yeah.
Is there any IP that you have on this, or is it?
We've applied for a patent for our analysis. So we look at the timing between events that could affect episodes and then the episodes themselves. No one else is doing it this way yet. No one else is doing an analysis and migraines or other similar conditions where there really is a trigger response paradigm going on. So.
Do you charge for that?
We've run some early pricing experiments. So at $4.99, $9.99, people will pay for this app. It's right now running as a free app, but we're gaining about 1,000 users per month. But our model is to get the software working really, really well. And corporate wellness programs are the best way to sort of expand right now.
I just wanted to follow up on the question about the IP.
Mm-hmm.
What, other than what you described, what's going to keep someone from copying this?
Okay, so yeah, I think that the analysis is really important, and I've already said that, but the biggest piece there is really that looking at the timing and having the IP kind of the ground really staked out on that. The user experience of this, I mean, there's a lot of apps in the store, and nobody has really hit on this idea of having a toolkit that helps people work better with their patients. We're hearing from our users over and over again that this is what they really want. So we're starting to carve out like a word of mouth kind of cult app. We have a huge following. We have a really big community that loves the app already. So I think early growth on the idea of patients gathering their own data and having their own record of what's happening with their own illness, I mean, that's actually a huge expanding area. So, early expansion into a market where we have a app that people love as well as the IP.
And then just to follow
Right now, we have summarized and printed reports. And then we also have a report that helps people, so the patient can also print their own summarized information and run the app in the appointment if they want as well. I mean, there's obviously expansion potential into EMRs with this. It's not our current path that we have mapped out on our roadmap, but it actually comes up recently to throw it into EMRs. So right now, it's a printed report.